Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Dragons of Chicago taking on the Caps of Oakland. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday, we continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards to go, second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's third down. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackled on the play by Miles Murphy.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This is second and 8. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. Touchdown! Touchdown ground. And the Caps Mahomes will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Mahomes now on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Armstead running straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll hand to Armstead. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Third and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dragons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Let's go now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 61 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. And oh, the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Easy. Hey, let's go.
On the handoff, Armstead. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give it back to Armstead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Dragons have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Caps have retaken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Here's a 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got a man inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down and 8. Now a toss to Armstead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. From 10 yards out. And the Dragons are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now 3rd down and very long. They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Armstead running to the left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run it with Armstead. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey,
there he goes left side. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Kicks away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Armstead on the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Fighting his way through contact. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there at seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Gervon Dexter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The 20. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Caps will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught by Dell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now it's Haney. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 43, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. A give running right is Armstead. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run here with Armstead. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Armstead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Third down, it's Armstead. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dragons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Attack, attack!
Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. A quarterback draw. Here's Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know. Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.